Hello and welcome to the LDM Show, and welcome back for the people that keep returning and watching me, and for the new ones, hello again. But this is the last show of the year, so we're going to have a good time today as much as possible. But remember, if you have missed any of my shows, go to the webpage, theldmshow.com, and you can watch all the past episodes from day one and then see the growth and the more. But anyway, today we have a good guest here today. She's an author. She's a business person. She's a good friend of ours, so she's going to be sitting here yapping for a little bit. And you're going to see our page really calling our guests anymore, or we're going to be calling them guest co-hosts, because they pretty much stay the whole show and yapping after their interview. So today we're going to be talking about couple of stories that I've seen. One of the things that we want to talk about is the New Year's, what you do and what you don't do, safety and stuff like that. But before all that, I want to say for the people, I want to talk about the people that when you say it's raining outside, they come and say, yeah, but Chicago, we got nothing to do with Chicago. We're talking about outside. Stay with the subject, because today I had a good debate on my page, and they're talking about other things that had nothing to do with my post. And then I did post up something, and people clicked on like. The thing said, put your answer below. It didn't say click on like, but why people do that on Facebook, I have no idea. We did experiments this whole week on it. We did a video on YouTube and put the link. Hardly no one went on the YouTube. But the link was there. They kept pressing like. I had like 60 likes and only 2 views. Then we put that same video directly on Facebook, and we got so many views and likes. Lazy. All you got to do is click on that. I'm just telling the truth. This is the LDM show. And then another question I did put that I'm going to ask our guests today, and I'm going to ask you guys, but I'm going to say the question, so in case you can get ready. The question was, if you are granted a wish, one wish, to go back in time and change one thing, or you can go in the future and see what's happened to you or what is happening to you, or 3, just say, no, I don't want the wish. So if you're hearing this, answer below, and we're going to figure out. Some people already answered, and I'm going to tell you what your answer tells you about you. So with that said, this is a good Christmas, New Year show. So we're going to take a quick break. If my engineer is ready with the song, nope, she just popped up her face. I already know by the face. Oh, I even forgot. Forgot about the commercial. I got to put you on blast because you're making me look like, okay, I'll go to our commercial break. You know, don't even got the commercial ready. But anyway, hey, for you guys that don't know, we are starting early for the LDM Music Awards and Nothing But Women Power and Summer Bash. So if you want to start giving in school supplies, we're going to be doing it way early as well, just so we don't be running like with a chicken without a head the day that is happening. Because last year we were running around and we lost count and we winded up with more book bags than we were supposed to, which more is better, you know. It was better than saying, oh, we don't have no more book bags to give. You know, that would have been even worse. But and the music awards, who's going to win? Will there be a 2-time nominee or a 2-time winner? I don't know. It's up to you guys. But are we ready for the commercial break? All right, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, my guest co-host will be here. Who is it? Well, if you've been on my page, you would know. So since you haven't been on my page, I guess you're going to have to wait to find out. Laloma, right?
Of loving me in the first degree. Hello, thank you for coming to our page and watching our short video. We at the LDM Show enjoy bringing you events, stories, performances, and news that are going on in the community that many people are not aware of, giving them opportunity to showcase their talent, network, and build awareness. We also have a volunteer learning program that gives future media hopefuls a chance to learn the business so they can take it out there and do it on their own. This all has been a great adventure of ours. A lot of amazing things have happened to our show ever since the first day we aired, and this all happened because of your support. We are now ready to take it to the next level by airing in several community channels. As amazing as it might sound, being on a community channel, wow, it demands us to upgrade our equipment, such as wide angle cameras, broadcasting systems, Wi-Fi, body mics, and much more. For this reason, we need your help. We are asking for you to donate to help us reach wider audience and create a community awareness. Help us make this dream a reality. Also ask how can you help by buying advertising space on our show or our website. Again, thank you for your support. With your help, we can reach and create a better community awareness. Again, thank you, and keep on watching the LDM Show.
Hey, you've been watching the LDM Show? Let us know what you think about this episode. Hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, or Twitter. We value your opinion, so please let us know. And let's get right back to the show. Mm-hmm. Oh, okay. All right. No, we got like 3 cameras. Yeah, we got 3 cameras hitting on us. We got to make sure all these cameras are working. All right. So, yeah, I can't even see ourselves there. We only see the comments that will pop up. So, but my shirt is a little see-through.
It's not.
Is there? It is?
Oh, this is the logo.
Oh, but anyway. So you got the Supergirl Journal. Mm-hmm. What is that about?
So the Supergirl Journal is it's a journal for journal writing. It's for little girls. It's for self-expression, and it's filled with my own positive affirmations. So like I wrote like different. It's to be used as like kind of like a diary, but more like a to-do list. And I put in things like positive quotes that give your life purpose and structure by setting goals. This is leading young girls to setting goals and building self-esteem and getting things done, you know, focusing on their growth.
Wow, I think I'm going to have to do another episode on Speak Out about how women's were destroying their own lives, and then use some of these questions for you guys, because that is a good one, setting your own goals and your purpose. You know,
I put down, you know, put your thoughts down on paper, make a list of things you do for fun, because the Little Girl Journal, like I said, is for little girls, and it's kind of like helping them to kind of get into that, you know, rhythm of, you know, doing positive things, and, you know, letting them know that if you think positive, you know, you'll do positive, and positive things will come about, right?
Wow.
So what we do, you know, is gonna definitely, you know, lead us to future things and goals and endeavors and accomplishments. So it's something to like positively move them ahead, you know, like a tool.
Wow. What made you come out with this? Like,
so initially I was, when I had this self-published, it was self-published because I was a substance abuse counselor, and I used to use this type of journaling for my clients, my patients.
oh,
And we would have group sessions, and it would be like 12 of us, mostly 12 men and just me. And I would ask them, you know, I would think of like this, a positive quote, right? And I would give it to them. Like, keep your mind busy and think about what you want to study in the future. I would tell them something like, and they would be like, you know, oh yeah, some of us, we don't believe in school, you know, F school, you know, we've been through prison, we've been through this, we've been through that. And so we got negative feedback, you know. So I was trying to find things like to get positive out of them, you know, like what do you want to do in the future? Okay, so you've been through all of this, but what do you do now? And what are you thinking about doing tomorrow? So that, life goes on.
Gone.
So with journaling, I believe that in substance abuse, it helped a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw that, I started working with DV, domestic violence victims and things like that. And I figured that working with families, when you're in a domestic violence situation as a woman, you're that center of your family. You're sometimes a single mom, and you're there for your children. And little girls, to me, it touched, because I'm a female, it's good to help women to help themselves. And, I believe in, women empowerment and being,
Oh, that's good. That's good. We're gonna get into a conversation later on a little bit about women empowerment, because I last week, right, we were talking about how women empowerment to me is going a little too far now. There are certain things that are pushing back the fight, and it's because some women are taking it to extremes.
I could see some extreme things, and I could say it because as a woman, I've done my whole entire life. I've been, in working in careers that were predominantly for men. So it changes the system when you bring women like me into these fields, right? But, some people do take things a little bit, to another level.
For you guys, share like I'm doing here. But I'm trying to lower it down. Oh, okay. Share like I'm doing. So for this conversation to go, because we need people to know more about this book. And then I think to me, when I used to write a journal, for guys it's a journal, girls are still diaries.
Right. Right, exactly.
But when I used to write a journal, to read it, like months later, read it again and be like, why am I still doing the same thing and getting the same effect?
Right.
I got to change it. So that could help.
That's why I believe, in my opinion, that's why journaling works in substance abuse and in anything else, in just personal growth. Like myself, I always kept a journal. And I could go back in it now and I could see all of the things that I wish that I could do and all of the things that I've accomplished. They're all there. It's like keeping myself on track. Like I want this, and I'm a go-getter. And you know what? This is what I have to do. These things here. This is what makes me Janet.
Right.
And this is my, self-expression is everything. I believe that, you should be opinionated. I believe that you should tell people what you like, what you feel, what you don't like. And I believe that, you are the one who's going to gear yourself. Nobody else can do anything that you want for you if you don't do it yourself.
Wow, that is so.
You are your own advocate.
That is so true.
Advocacy for yourself and then for others. And this is what I do. I like to be my own advocate, but also I like to be an advocate for other women and young girls.
That's so true. I'm looking up here, people chiming into to be a vendor.
I see it. They're like, I want to be a vendor.
Vendors and
Support
stuff.
is always good.
Yeah, but how did you have time to do your thrift store and the book at the same time? How do you balance that out?
I was doing thrifting, like I was doing vending since like 2000, since I was in college already. I was doing it. But those two things and then, the journal writing was on two different levels. Like the journal writing I did while I was at work was the professional part of it when I was a substance abuse counselor. And then the thrift shop thing was actually, it started at home and it was like a hobby.
At home? Oh, you was like, I got to botar half of this stuff.
Like
I got to throw these stuff
I used
out.
to buy a whole bunch of outfits to go out and stuff and only wear them once. And my friends would be like, oh, can you lend me that dress, Janet? And then they'll never give it back. So then after a while, I was like, you know what? I'm going to start selling it to them.
Gotcha,
And then I started selling my own things, and then I started selling everything, and then I just was shopping for stuff and, doing, when I started doing estate sale buying, it was like, to me, it was amazing. I was like, oh my God, look at all these beautiful things.
And if you guys got to see the truck, see, that's the good thing. You guys don't see it, but the director's cut, y'all guys see what I'm talking about. The truck has it's an ambulance. So, it's like you need clothes in an emergency.
Exactly. And that's funny because when I first, I used to be a substance abuse counselor. So when I changed jobs, I used to have counselors calling me all the time like, hey, Janet, do you have suits or something, so one of my clients, my patients could wear to an interview. And I was always like, I'm always willing to help, and I like to donate a lot of things, forward. So when I can, I do that, if it's work attire or something for a special occasion.
Which, hello, Evelyn. Evelyn.
Oh, that's my niece. Hi, Evelyn.
She's watching as well.
Yes. You see,
So-
she's the perfect example of why the Supergirl Journal is important.
Is working.
And by the way, the two girls on the cover
gonna
are my
ask you that.
nieces. These are my nieces. This is one of
Oh,
them, my
she
niece
is so
Soleil, and this is my niece Caitlin.
That is nice when you can
Those are my
import the family, import the family in there.
Yes, absolutely. You know.
So
Yeah.
you guys, I know you're watching, so you can chime in. We'll answer
questions.
some of the questions
Maybe.
because we have so many platforms open that we can't see everybody's comments. So we'll try to get to it as quick as possible. And the reason why I said that because last week we were on Twitch and on Facebook, and we couldn't answer any of the Twitch ones because we wasn't
Go back and forth,
we wasn't
yeah.
seeing it.
Okay.
So and then with so many people doing watch parties, we can't see everybody's comments. So, but just comment in. And again, Janet has a thrift store emergency ambulance, so she can come real quick to you. Well, not that fast.
Well, exactly, because it's really far away. But
Yeah.
the way that it works is if somebody wants to hire me, like we can get hired for an event.
Okay.
So like if somebody's having an event and they want to say, they tell me, hey Janet, can you bring your ambulance? Because everybody always calls it the ambulance.
Right.
That's exactly what it is. It's a retired ambulance, but it's a thrift shop. It's a fully loaded thrift shop. Like if you walk
Which is
inside,
nice.
it's like a store. It kind of looks like a little home even because of the
Yeah.
flooring and of the curtains and stuff. But yes, we do private events.
Yeah.
That's
And then last week we were talking about, was it last week or the other week? We were talking about how to get gifts for Christmas. And I mentioned she has a lot of stuff. So
thank
you can go on her Facebook and $15, $20.
I created a Facebook group.
She made a
Leah's
group.
always on the group.
She made a group.
Exactly.
Evelyn said hi, Kiki.
Hi, Evelyn.
So she made a
Facebook
group and she puts all the things up on there.
Yes.
So continue watching and everything. And I see a lot of people. Oh, my brother-in-law just logged on. Hello.
Hi.
So he's watching as well from the Philippines. So
Wow, from the Philippines.
wait a minute.
Wow.
It's 6 a.m. What are you doing up so early?
Wow, he's on another time zone.
Oh yeah. Well, he has a newborn.
Oh, you never sleep again.
Yeah, he has a
Never
newborn.
be the same with the newborn.
So that's why he's up. So which is good because you guys can save a whole lot of money by giving gifts or doing like we do. We have for the heck of it days. We don't have government days in my family. We have the heck of it days, and we just buy whatever we want when we want. The only thing we have government day is Christmas because of my wife and my kid. I don't want to.
And kids love Christmas.
Yeah, I don't want to take that from them.
Of course not.
But everything
no.
else, we just do it for the heck of a day.
Yeah.
Like today we gave her a gift for the heck of
Thank
it.
you, Evelyn.
So,
and also,
excuse me, Evelyn.
Evelyn, say hello.
How about me now?
Evelyn is awesome. Evelyn does makeup like you have no idea. She
Oh, well.
go to cosmetology school.
Well, we're gonna be looking soon. I don't know if you guys ever seen me I made a commercial called "Do You Have a Hero?" because we are going to be looking for someone
That's a good one.
that we can
A
do a
positive
makeover.
role model.
We want to do a
Okay.
makeover with someone, so we're gonna
wow.
probably be looking for volunteer makeup artists, clothes people that want to make somebody
She lives in Texas now. Yes.
Don't worry about it.
Austin.
We'll razzle all these horses, skip all these cows. And we'll mosey on down that road, and we'll bring you down here. Don't worry about that. My brother Billy Bob, he'll bring you out down here. Don't worry about that. But it's amazing how you can do something for females or for anybody just by one little book or by one little word in a book. And it takes you to journeys. I don't know.
It does. It's motivation. It's like anything else. Like if I want to mentor somebody, kind words or positive words. Sometimes that's all a person needs. And I believe that most women don't even know how gifted they are and what strengths they have because they don't have self-esteem and they need somebody to remind them. Like sometimes I tell girls, I'll be like, girl, you know how to do that or you created that? I'm like, I'm so impressed. And I'm like, why don't you do something with that? Why don't you bring it out to a different forum where maybe someone will see it and say, think like I think, and maybe we'll buy the product or you could create a product. But it's like they don't think that far ahead because, they kind of like need maybe guidance and somebody to say, wow, it's doable.
Yeah, and shout out to Real Lyrics. He said that is nice. Yeah, you got to check out her truck or van or whatever you want to call it. You know,
Yeah. I call it the bus.
The bus.
But yes, it's an ambulance.
You know, but like I said, just check out her Facebook page and all that.
My
and where can they get the book?
The book is being sold in Barnes and Noble.
Oh, wow.
And Borders sell it. Amazon sells it now. You can see it. They'll sell it on eBay. I sell the books. And Barnes and Noble, you could get this paperback, like the copy that I have right here, for $25. And I usually sell it out of my truck for $20.
Oh,
and
wow.
If you get the hardcover, though, they're $30 each. And I also have an ebook for like a tablet or people who have the...
Wait a minute. Wait, the director's cut, you're going to see what I'm looking at. But right now, I don't know if you can really see this. Can you see that? Am I pointing it a little bit? But that's like way back. That's your son right there, right?
They were so little.
You were so small.
2010, little babies, yeah.
Oh, wow.
A newborn. Adonis was a newborn when I did this.
But definitely check out this book, the Supergirl Journal, right here.
That's a great, I always tell people, I'd be like, that's such a good tool. Like, a good range, like age range.
Age range.
As long as they read and write, like you can write away here. Like if you turn it around, I put like some pages where it has like to-do lists and you can actually write something down. So, I mean, when I go to school and I speak, sometimes 5th graders, you know, 6th graders.
Like one of these, list the people who are friends and supportive of you.
That's super important to me, right? Because if you're my friend, you should be supporting me.
But we're not talking about your Facebook friends because you don't know none of them.
No, we
got
mean
thousands of Facebook friends.
Yeah, people that when like me, I have personal friends that you know, they come to me all the time, and like if they need something, they know, you know, so they check me out, or they go to my Facebook group, which is Mobile Thrift Shop, Buy, Sell, Recycle New York, and they'll check in, and they'll, before they buy somewhere else, they'll check me out first. Right. And those are the friends I'm talking about, supportive, as you know, as in those friends.
Which this is nice. Some of the stuff I normally say, but half of this stuff is
very positive, you know,
real
it's very
positive,
but it's realistic. Like,
woo! I just came out to one. Avoid self-destruction behavior because you do not want to hurt yourself or others in any way. That is so positive because I just said it last week. A lot of people are their own self-destruction.
Right.
So,
and like self-destructive behavior, I could take that and I could do something really bad that I'm hurting myself, but I also hurt my children, I also hurt my family and my friends and people that care about me. So sometimes when we do irresponsible things, we have to think about we don't only hurt ourselves, but we hurt the people that we love.
All right, we're going to take a short break. Janet's going to stay a little bit longer. I asked the question. I'm going to ask it right now so for you guys that are watching. You got three, they're going to come to you with 3 wishes. One wish, you can go back to the past and change one thing. Or the second wish is you can go to the future and see how are you doing. Or the third, you just say to the genie, I don't want none of the wishes. Which one will you pick? Answer below, and I'm going to tell you how that is affecting your life right now or your behavior. So we'll be right back.
He's got me, he's guilty of love.
Hey everybody, I'm Lil D.
I am Javier Luis.
I'm Alex Polanco.
I'm Apollonia Cruz.
And I'm Kelly Cooper.
I am Shirley Phillips.
I am Emmanuel Anzule. Do you know 1 in 4 women will experience domestic violence
During their lifetime.
And domestic violence and abuse can happen to anyone,
regardless of gender, race, or other factors?
2 out of 3 homicide cases are
Females who were killed by a family member or intimate partner.
As domestic violence victims, they face high rates of depression,
Sleep disturbances,
anxiety,
flashbacks, and other emotional distresses.
And without help, witnesses of domestic violence are more vulnerable to become abusers themselves.
Thus continuing the cycle of violence in the next generation.
Hello, I'm Charles Laloma. Join the LDM Network and Safe Horizon and take a step into changing these facts. So if you are or know someone that is being abused, please call the City Domestic Hotline at 1-800-621-4673. So that is 1-800-621-HOPE.
Speak up.
Speak out.
and make a difference.
And just know that you don't have to deal with this alone. There is help. Oh,
Hey, Rose.
hello and welcome back with my guest co-host right here, Janet, today.
Hello, Anthony.
And hello, Anthony is on. And Miss Rose.
Yeah, Coquito.
Coquito
Coquito
Rose.
lo que hay.
And she's she's our first sponsor of the Nothing But Women Power 2020. She called me, texted me yesterday. She's like, I'm sponsoring. She's vendoring, and she wants to sponsor the music awards. We was even on.
No, it is all.
Oh, okay, 'cause I got it.
Because you said this.
Oh, okay. So anyway, question was, this is go for anybody. I want y'all guys to, I already had a couple people say it. You have 3 wishes. One, and this is go for you haven't answered yet. The first one is go to the past and change one thing. The second is go to the future and see how you turned out.
I will go to the future.
Or 3,
Because that's my type of thing.
okay, or
I'm
3,
curious.
Just because you're nosy.
right,
Yeah,
or
I'm curious.
3,
I called it
nothing.
curious, but yes.
Or 3 is nothing.
I'm
You
nosy.
choose.
I would like to know what
You
the
choose
future
number
holds.
2, right? I'm gonna ask some of the people out here. The engineer, you choose 1, 2, or 3.
No, I'm not going to change anything.
Number 3, you don't want to change nothing.
What about you?
What about
LJ?
you, LJ? Will you
Three.
number 3? You don't want to change nothing.
Good job. He's
Okay.
happy. He's happy. I'm just no.
And Annie Rose Perez said number 2. She wants to go to the future and see what's going
See,
on.
that's right. We want
Who else was it? A couple people said 1 and 2. Well, not many people said 3. If you pick number 1, then you're not satisfied with your life
right, that's
right now.
unhappy. It speaks unhappy.
If you pick number 2, then you're damn nosy.
Yes, I'm nosy, and that's so true. Like I'm always like, oh my God, how are things gonna go? Like if I could
Yeah,
go to the future, I would.
you're scared and you're damn nosy is just a joke.
I'm a warrior.
But if you pick number 2, you're a worried person
Yes.
that is worried about what the future is going to be,
exactly.
and you can't wait. You're impatient
Anxious
and
about
anxious
it.
and all that.
Yes.
That's what number 2 means. Number 1 just means there's something in your past that you wish you can change that you're not satisfied with, or you have not embraced it and said it's okay already.
Maybe fix it. Like
Right.
make it go away. Like,
Well, something you probably can't even
go
fix, but you have to just say to yourself, it's okay, it's done
Right.
already. So you have not done that yet. That's why you're saying number 1. For the people that say number 3, they just satisfied with whatever comes. And I'm one of those like, listen, I can't change anything.
We're just going to ride it.
Yeah, take things day by day.
We're more
One
mellow,
day
like,
at a time. Yeah.
whatever. Happens, it happens. It don't, it don't. That's how I live my life. I always say when somebody bothers me, I'd say 2 tears in a bucket and say, F it. You know what I'm saying? And I just keep on
Some people
walking.
are warriors, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Wait a minute, I
Well,
don't know. You
yeah.
have to take care of it."
I think I'm a warrior.
I
Warrior.
worry, like you warriors.
Yeah, like I worry a lot when it comes to like my family. Like right now, my son is sleeping in his own room, but I still pop up and I'm like, I gotta go to the room. I can't really sleep.
I'm a nervous parent.
And I gotta sleep towards the door to protect my family. I can't sleep towards the window. I have to sleep always towards the door.
Those are
So
safety
those
things.
little things, and it comes from being a martial artist that they teach you the safety. Police Academy teaches you a little about this.
It's about safety.
Yeah, how to be
Those
aware.
are normal, like worrying,
Normal
things.
stuff. Yeah. But that was a good,
But worrying about
thing.
your future is like life, you know, like
Yeah, no,
life,
but you don't
like how
have
things gonna
to
go.
worrying about the future and want to know what it is so you can go change it if it's no good. Then that's not
But
good.
we can't change that. But we could just be like,
Well, you
oh,
can change it if you
wonder.
know what's going on.
Well, that's true.
But remember, then you have the ripple effect.
That's true. Then you
The
don't
whole
little
time
bit
traveling
yeah.
is crazy.
And- yeah.
You need 2 hours just to try to explain.
I don't know about time travel.
Yeah, it's-
I just want things to be, you know,
Well, that's why they say you
organized and
can't
happen.
you can't change anything from the past
It already
because
happened.
it would change so much of the future.
Right.
So you know,
So we have to stay in today. So live
Right.
day by day and just.
and
be
then if you
happy
change
with what we
something
have.
now, it would affect the future. So and the past, if you change something, would change now. So it's kind of hard,
Well, I have a lot of gratitude, so I'm happy with where I am
you're at.
and what I have.
which is good. You know, and the reason why I pull out that question because I see a lot of people doing the New Year's thing.
With resolutions.
Yeah, which never.
I don't do those things.
I listen. December 31st. I always say I'm gonna stop eating cookies and munchies until next
She's like,
year. I always do that.
Never happens.
I'll be like, I'm not, the 31st. I'm not eating no more cookies until next year. So next year is the following day. But
Right.
you know what I'm saying. But I kept up to my bargain.
That's an hour you don't eat.
Listen, I kept up to my word, right? I didn't eat no cookies until the next day.
Good Lord.
To the next year. But what have you ever said you were not gonna do no more and then wind up doing?
Pepsi. That's my
Oh.
like addiction. Like
Yeah.
I have a problem with it.
I stopped for what, a month? I think it
I
was.
stopped for my entire
like a week.
pregnancies. That's it.
For a week or a month.
While I
I
was
think I stopped,
pregnant,
right?
I was pregnant with both boys. I said I'm not gonna drink Pepsi anymore because it's so bad, whatever, and I stopped. But then, you know, I just like I like Pepsi and it's so bad for you, but I still drink it, and it's like
Yeah,
something
listen.
that, you know.
Pepsi
but
is.
like food wise, I won't not stop eating the food that I like because I'm a foodie. I like eating and stuff. So I'm not
Yeah.
gonna, and I never do diets. Because if I feel down or if I get sick, I lose 5 pounds easy. So I'm always up and down in weight.
And then plus the summertime, we lose more of the pounds in the summer because we're running around
Right,
doing so much stuff.
and I'm
And then in the
active.
winter we are bare. We gain it right back.
Well, I'm always busy too and running around and with kids and everything, and it keeps me busy. So I think that that's what my metabolism is fast still. I don't know how long that's gonna last.
Not
but,
you.
know,
Yeah, hey,
because in
Peter.
your 40s,
Right.
things are different. You know, so.
But you guys, what have you guys done? The people that are watching and you can comment. And for the ones that are commenting on the LDM radio or on anything else, I'll try to get to it. But what have you done? And then, like, by 2 weeks,
That's it. It's over.
it's over and done. You're like,
what
listen,
have you tried? What
I
have
know.
you tried to stop?
I know people try stop the smoking.
Get an E for effort.
Yeah.
Some people say, you know, I'll stop drinking again and again.
And yeah.
Again and again, I'll stop drinking, or I'll do like.
Into their first social party and then they start again.
And then or I'll stop, you know, using profanities, which sometimes is insane because I could like use.
Until you
like,
step outside.
Yeah, like sometimes I just to describe something, I'll use 3 F-bombs in like one paragraph. So it depends on how the emphasis that I'm trying to get across to something. But you know, these things are bad, and we try not to do them a lot. But you know.
Yeah, it happens. It's the new year coming up and stuff like that. So, to me, the reason why I say about the government stuff, a lot of people be like, by next year, I'm going to, my year is my birthday. So on my birthday, by next year, I need to accomplish something, not the government birthday, because that's not a year for me. That's only been like 4 months. You know what I'm saying? So my year is always my birthday. Like, what am I going to do by the time I get to this age or the next age? And then you'll be like, wow, I didn't do these things. And then you have to wind up trying to catch
goal
up.
setting. If people set goals, like I will set goals all year round. So I don't really do that whole, for the new year, I'm setting goals all year round. It depends on how I feel. It depends on what I'm into at the time. It depends, because I have interests, and my interests are up and down sometimes. Like sometimes I like things, and sometimes, I'm not that interested anymore. Now I like this. You know, it depends on what you discover and what you learn and everything. So interests are always changing. But all year round, I set my goals, and I hope to accomplish them.
Yeah. And to practice setting goals, you set 3 to 4 goals a day. 2 impossible ones that you're not going to probably get, and then 2 of them that you definitely know that you could. This will get you in practice of setting a goal for the future.
That's
hey,
short-term goals.
right.
Short-term if it's in
I'm going to wash my clothes today because that's what I started
I'm
doing.
going to do laundry. Like
right.
to-do list. I have to-do lists. Definitely
Right.
I have so many.
And then
things
you
that I
can't
do.
get to all of them,
No,
but
of
it's
course
okay.
Not. But that's like journaling. I'll make a to-do list and I don't get to all of them and it's okay. But I know I've started, right? And I have it in my mind though. That if I have these 10 things to do and I only get through 3 today, that's my day. Tomorrow's another day, and I know I have 7 more, and I'm sure I'll think of something else to put on my list.
Yeah.
So it's never ending.
Yeah. Well, what is your guys' future to-do list? That's what I want to know. You got one? You got a
What do
future
you have?
to-do list?
Something
No?
like you don't have a list?
We're talking to people that's in the audience.
You would like to do in the future?
Nah. Kids nowadays be like, I just want to beat this game right now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I'm like, I'm on level 10. I'm on level 10.
By tomorrow. Like, that's his future, his short-term goal right now.
Right? It's short. I just want to get to level 12 by Friday because the next game is coming out.
Or his birthday is on the 28th, December 28th, my son.
Oh, wow.
So what do you want? Woo! What do you want to do?
You got the screw up.
He wants Ito's Japanese steakhouse for dinner. Like, this is his goal. We do it every
Who
year.
has that's another question out there. Who has a birthday that winds up on a holiday and you get screwed?
He always gets double gifts. No.
Like,
He gets the lucky and my
when you get older,
it won't happen now, but for now.
Ain't gonna happen. She's 2 days before Christmas.
So close to Christmas,
Oh, wow.
you only get one.
2 days, you only get one. Well, you get two. You get the wrapper and the box.
And you're happy. You be happy.
You be happy with what you got. Christmas is coming. One of the questions I put up on LDM Show was, which toy have you never got when you were a kid that you wish you had?
A toy that I wish I got and I never got. A BB gun?
Goodness gracious.
I don't know. Like, I always wanted a BB gun, but like my brothers would get stuff like that, but not me. I guess because I was a girl, but I always wanted a BB gun.
Woo! I'm glad she never got a BB gun. She probably shot somebody's eye or something like that.
I don't know why.
I always wanted the Hot Track City, and I never got that. I already got the Hot Track, the Hot Wheel track, or the garage.
My brothers had that.
I didn't have the whole city. I wanted the whole city at one time.
My son Louis LJ, he had that. I bought him a carpet that was like the city for Hot Wheels, and then he had the luggage. I
had the luggage where you put the cars at.
Yes.
Yeah, but I didn't have the city where it was big because my mom was like, "There's no patio for that.
There's no space, man. You're killing us. You're taking away our living space right now. Move out. Just stay your own place."
It's good. It's good. But we have a few minutes, so it is time to get a little controversy out here. And,
Controversial.
What-
Let's answer first one of the questions.
What one of the questions?
On her.
Look and see.
Oh, yeah. Somebody asked you, will you ever think about politics? Going into politics?
No.
No?
I don't know.
You don't like
I
politics?
don't really have like a political view on anything. I don't think that I'm the correct person for that because my political, like, I have mistrust involved with political stuff. And, but I do like to look at, politicians and like everyone else, we're judgmental. So I like to see the good things that they do and, I like to acknowledge that and I like to give people credit where it's due. So, for those political figures that are doing good things and positive things, like I salute them and I'll give credit to. But like if I see a political person that I don't agree with someone, I don't really like to voice that. Because I believe in, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all.
Yeah, that's what my mom said.
So,
and I never listened to her. And that's the only thing I never listened to.
For myself to be in a political figure aspect of something, I'm very opinionated, and I think that's kind of scary because in a political place, I believe that you sometimes less is more, and you have to kind of like be politically correct. And sometimes I may not be that. Maybe I'm me, Janet, and I have no filter, and maybe I want to express that because I like to self-express.
Okay. We're gonna go back to the question that we asked because a comment said, what? How you say her name?
This is a Marisol.
Marisol said she always wanted the Wonder Woman Barbie.
Oh wow! I never even knew there was a Wonder Woman Barbie.
There's a Barbie for everything.
But let me tell you, when I was a kid, I would get dolls. Like I had the Baby Bright, and I never opened her up. I would put her in the closet. My Cabbage Patch Kid, I would put in the closet. I never opened up my dolls, but I went to the Hot Wheels, and I would take my mother's nail polish and I would paint them a different color. It was, I don't know, it was weird.
We had a couple, like I collected all the G.I. Joes, and there was some of them that I didn't open up, So, and now where they at, I have no idea.
Weirdkids.com.
Yeah.
Here we are now, the weirdos.
Yeah, but it's a good thing. Politics is crazy.
It's touchy.
I did put a comment about how President Trump, I'm sorry, Trump,
Oh my God.
the Trump guy, got impeached, and many people said on the page, but he's not going nowhere. He got impeached. Listen, we cross that bridge when he gets here. We're talking about today. He's impeached. So no matter what happens in the histories, and when we're dead and the kids are living, it's in the books.
Yes.
He was impeached. That's all we're worried about right now.
Those are facts.
Right.
of
Let's
events
worry
that
about
occurred.
what's going to happen later. Now, later, for you guys don't know, he will have to go through the Senate, and then they're going to see if they're going to charge him or not. But right now, he doesn't have power unless he tells someone, and then he has to go through the whole thing. But before, he can be like, yeah, let's do this, and they have to sign it. And then certain things that he couldn't do because he needed signing anyway.
Right.
But the ones that he didn't need people to sign, now he does. Because since he's in the peach mode, in the meaning you're halfway not president, halfway president. But my thing is, when I used to work for people, I used to be like, see people working 20, 30 years, they do one thing wrong, they get kicked the heck out.
Well, that's in every job, I think.
And that's a job, ain't it?
You could be, of course, and in every career. We could be the
You know what I'm
best
saying?
at what we do, and we could be great at it.
And they don't
we could
remember
go on.
nothing
But
but
the
that
minute
one.
you do that one bad thing or you make that mistake, they want to kick you right out the door,
Yeah.
and they forget everything you
Well,
ever did.
hopefully, they're going to drag it out. I don't know them personally, the Democrats and stuff like that, but as an analyst, I say they're going to try to drag it out as much as possible until the end when it's voting time, where people are not going to want to vote for him. But it might backfire. I'm just going to say.
I mean, he has a lot of supporters. He has a lot of people that that look at, like I said, there are good things that every political figure may be doing.
Yeah.
And, you have to take the good with the bad, but, everybody
Yeah,
has
but
their opinion.
if you outweigh it, he does more bad than good. So, but anyway, that's that. That's him.
That's that for that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Since you do a lot of domestic violence and a lot of women empowerment, I did last week spoke about how what black and brown females are their own destruction. They mess up their own destiny or whatever they have. Not all of them. Let me go to my Speak Out voice, which is my Speak Out is my podcast where I don't have no hair in my tongue. So I'm gonna talk about that. The ghetto girls, all right, mama.
He
let me
dropped
talk.
the filter.
I had to drop that
He
filter
dropped the filter.
because I'm trying to say it in a nice way where people, the black and brown people, know your ghetto girls are always your own destruction. And one comment that I hear a lot is, I hear my baby daddy. He a no good man. He a no this. He's no that. He can go with his other baby mamas. Wait a minute. His other baby mamas? So what you thought? You were going to be the number one?
So he already had 3 or 4?
Like I was on the bus and the lady said, oh, you're going to take care of my kid like you take care of your other 5. And I'm like, wait a minute. But if you're forcing him to take care of that kid, that means he never forced me the other kids. So he's not taking care of those kids in the first place because you're forcing him.
And those are common sense.
What changed? 5 babies and he have not supported any of them. He's not going to support your kid. So you're your own destruction. If you know this, don't have a kid from this people. That's why they say.
That's like behavior, like
Right.
repeated behavior. Like I like to say sometimes, like you could catch me one time, you could get me. You could catch me one
Right.
time, like as
Fool
a
me
fool,
once.
as a sucker. Yeah, you fool me once, but not twice, because we learn from that. So sometimes women, we may make decisions using the wrong, maybe emotional, emotional. Maybe like, without using better judgment, without saying, what my common sense is telling me, or my intuition is telling me, my gut feeling, go with that.
I go with common sense.
They just go with.
Age too.
No, but I go
age
with common sense.
and life experience, and also, maybe your morals, your upbringing. Like you don't know, like
But
you
that's what I'm
saying,
saying.
ghetto girls.
It's-
Like if you were like if someone let you raise yourself, let's say for instance,
Right.
and you couldn't make money and you didn't have your mother taking care of you, so maybe you did go out and make money, whatever way you could. Maybe the streets raised you, or the people in the streets, or however you got down.
See, I like that you
so
said that.
brings you to another level of like, the other day at work, I came across 2 girls that came in, and they came in with such bad attitudes. And I could see them a mile away through the revolving doors they were coming in. And I was like, oh my goodness. And you know what I did purposely? I treated them like ladies. And I was, my mannerism was, how are you ladies, And the response that I got from them was like, how dare she, treat me like that? I'm treating you respectfully. I'm treating you like what you are, a lady. I'm speaking to you kindly. I'm like, and they're all throwing their personal belongings and that they give body language and behavior, but they don't know anything else. Look, even treating them as civilized.
No, but that's the thing that you said.
Was upsetting to them.
The streets teach you common sense, because my brothers and all of them
to be street smart, you need that.
To be
yes,
street
to
smart.
A certain extent.
So that tells you right there, if you're street smart, because I heard a lot of people were like, oh, that guy's no good. No, and then 2 weeks later, you're with that guy. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm trying to say is, if you, like I said last week, if you're digging for apples in one side of the basket, and they all, oh, this apple's rotten. Ah, this apple's rotten. Ah, this apple. So now you're going to keep on digging?
Of course
no,
not.
you're going to stop and go to the other side of the apple
and
thing.
it's like, in relationships, it's difficult. But at the same time, come on, use your common sense. I want to say, there's certain things that I like, right? Let's say in my partner, let's say, So if a relationship didn't work out with someone that was a certain way, then I'm not going to look for his characteristics or his personal traits, even the way he looks, his appearance, in my next person or who I'm going to have a relationship with. I'm going to look for everything in my power
but that's another thing.
Opposite of what
you ever heard a girl say, oh my God, you remind me of my ex?
See? Exactly.
And you're arguing, so that means your ex wasn't that good, and now you get the same one.
Come on, shame on you. Because exactly, you're doing it.
But that's why I said they own destruction.
Abuse. But why? Oh, I heard that from people that were abused. In my opinion, you get abused, and it happens to a lot of people.
And then you wind up with another abuser.
Get out. Yeah, but how do you end up with another abuser if the red flags are already there and you already have life experience? You already have that power that you already know. You have that information.
And you know what the answer is? A lot of females think they can change the man.
Of course,
it's not going to happen. You're nurturing, the nurturing
but you know
thing
what?
come
You
out.
can't change a narcissistic man, let's say.
Nope.
A narcissistic man has these tendencies, these characteristics. You can't beat him out of him because he was raised to have them. He was raised in a sense, now he learned, all that learned behavior, that's what he does. That's, how he does, he would do it to you, he did it to someone in the past and someone before that.
Not even raised.
Someone after you.
Not even raised. He would probably in his line of his life, because some narcissistic guys wind up because they got rich. So now they what I'm saying?
But narc guys are abusive in a sense where, there's certain traits that they have. Like they'll abuse a woman financially, let's say.
Right.
And they'll, like you said, they think they're rich. Yeah, that's not with your money. It's with the girl's money. You're probably living off of her, and you're walking around like you're rich. No, you're not.
And that's another thing we were talking about.
They'll abuse you physically. Yes, they'll probably smack a girl around and do whatever to her. Fine.
They start off with like a throwing something.
They power trip, So, and bullies, like they have like this bully-like mentality. And they go after, but who do they go after? People who they feel in their mind, a narcissistic person always thinks of weak. They have no respect for the weak. Yeah. They have a person that has low self-esteem is not going to stick up for herself and has no support systems. If you have no friends, no family that come out to you and try to help you as a female who's dealing with a person who's abusing you, then they see you as the perfect target. Oh, I'm going to squeeze her till she's, dry, like she's done, He's going to beat you down in every way, shape, or form. There's so many forms of domestic violence, and these are narcs, and this is what they do.
And I believe, like you were saying, like they look for the weak. I always say when I see a beautiful girl with an ugly guy, I'll be like, he must got money. But when I see,
everybody you know what I'm saying? Says that. But like, how did you end up with that?
Right. But then when you see, like, I've seen a lot of the black and brown guys, they wind up with these big, boned people, or ugly people, or handicapped people, and you be like,
difficult to
and
look
you know
at.
what? You know what another person says?
Like,
oh, everyone has somebody. No, that person is using that one. You can see it off the bat.
Well, some things
there's a picture. There's a picture.
Love is blind.
But love is blind too.
Right. It's like, because they know you cannot find no one else.
They
so
settle.
let
Sometimes
me go
they
with.
settle.
Let me go with this girl. She's going to settle with me, and then I'm going to take everything she got. There's a picture out there where this black guy is with this fat, big white girl that no one I know. I'm not shaming.
They big women.
Right.
They into that.
But then when you
if
see
they look at a woman like me, they be like, "You skinny, but I'm gonna kick you." But if they see a big girl,
if they see a power girl, they're not gonna go with that power girl because you're too powerful for them.
Well, no, yeah, a lot of men
they go for the weak. That's what I'm saying about the females. You have to be strong-minded. Just like I say about drug addicts. If you stay on drugs, that means you're weak.
Yes.
You're weak-minded. But you get off of it, you're strong because you had the strength
willpower,
to get out.
You must have
That's
willpower.
the same thing I'm talking about some girls. You need the willpower to know that these guys are out here just to use you, abuse you, and then throw you away.
And not only that, your willpower needs to give you like that sense of self and strength, like to say, you know what, I'm going to leave him. And I'm going to do better by myself. And I could do it. It's going to be difficult because it's not going to be easy as a single mother, as a single female, whatever. But life goes on. Mm-hmm. And if you put your energy and you make effort to get a job and get yourself together, what you live, it's not like, it's not impossible.
It's not wrong to think about yourself first.
Exactly. And sometimes we can get up because they're selfless.
Right.
And a narc is selfish.
Right.
They're so
it's
selfish
not
that they will take everything away from that woman, including food, money, clothes, whatever, and they will take everything for themselves. It's mine, mine, mine. Everything's mine. Even what's hers is mine.
Yep.
This is what the narc says, right? And the woman has nothing. And they don't care to leave you with nothing.
Yeah, it happens. And then
Because
the other destruction thing that I've seen a whole lot of, besides the Marisol said emotional, physical, and financial abuse is real.
Absolutely. And don't start me because court abuse is the new thing on the rise where these narcs will take a woman in a heartbeat to court for kicks. Just to see her spend money on an attorney. Just to see her, you know how degrading that is to somebody that they have to walk into a courtroom like they cannot take care of their own children? You know how degrading that is to be in that forum where everybody is treating you badly? Like, look at you, you terrible parent. Why the hell are you here wasting our time in this court's time? And if you're a good mother.
But to fight with the about the fathers, when you go to court,
you know? And then to fight about
I was like,
you know,
we playing music out here? But when you go to court, 90 for a child
and let's say family
custody,
court for custody.
90% is already for the mother. Because I've been into that.
It's true.
I've been that.
Yeah, but then there's some mothers. There are some mothers that say, you know what, I'm not going to go into family court to fight over these children because you, as the father, have every right to them too. Right. So let's share them.
No, but that's not. That's what I was gonna say. That's another thing I heard.
I know that.
Because I be listening on the bus. People be thinking I don't listen. I listen to the conversation.
He's like, I'm listening.
No, I'm not nosy. But you want to talk all loud. I'm assuming that you want me in your conversation.
Maybe I should.
So I was gonna sit down with them and talk to the person on the phone
and
too.
interview them. Hey, what's your
name?
But
one of the things I hear girls say, oh, if he comes and he don't have nothing for me, I don't want him. He needs to help me pay my rent and my. Whoa.
Well, that's entitlement issues right there.
You need to do for yourself. Exactly. So that way you don't have to have that guy there all the time. And when the guy wants to leave, you're like, no, you can still cheat on me. Just stay because you're so
dependent of him.
Right.
Because you're not empowered.
But if you're dependent on yourself, then you don't need the guy, and the right guy will come to you.
Absolutely.
So that's the little things that I want to say, and maybe you can change that for the new year. Yeah, people need to do. We're running out of time, but looking at the time up there, I don't know if that's the right time, but
yes, you have 1
minute. We got like 1 to 2 minutes left. But Janet, again, the Supergirl Journal, you can get it at Barnes and Nobles and Borders and her website.
Truck on my website, yes.
And stuff like that. On Facebook page.
Mm-hmm. On my Instagram.
So what's your Facebook page again?
My Facebook page is EMT's Truck, EMT's Jan, and my Instagram is EMT's Jan, and my group is Mobile Thrift Shop, Buy, Sell, Repurpose, New York.
Remember all that?
Play it back. Play it back.
Just EMS. TS. Mm-hmm. If you pop that up, you're gonna see all these pictures.
Yeah, it comes up on Google and everything. Yeah. EMT's Truck, EMTs.
I seen an old video you were on the news.
Yeah.
Back.
And how they put the picture of me in Dunkin' Donuts in full uniform?
Yeah,
like, hello. I'm like, wow, out of all my photos.
Yeah, you got a lot of stuff up there. So.
My captain saw that. I was like, oh, he was like, Jen, let me tell you about this video. He was like, that's great.
But when you Google it, it's gonna come all out. So, but anyway, the New Year's is coming up. Be safe. especially.
Absolutely.
Well, Christmas is Christmas, but New Year's
You can't
is
skip Christmas.
no, but New Year's is the worst day of the year besides
Lord.
4th of July. You know, because all the people went out there drinking and all that stuff.
It
So
could be dangerous.
right, so be safe,
definitely.
be aware.
Drink,
and-
responsibly.
yeah.
Take a cab if you have to.
Yeah, but you
Don't
know,
drink and drive.
and if you do take a cab, make sure someone knows where you're
Don't
going to be
take,
at.
Yeah, like don't. Yeah, be safe with the cab
Yeah,
too, because these days
because
even that.
we be like, we're going home. I'm in the cab now. Like we be texting each other.
I'm across
Yeah.
the street. This
You
is-
know, this way you have a track record in case something happens to you and stuff like that. You know,
Uber.
and then if you do get fake kidnapped, just let me know and stuff like. Oh, did I say that?
Nobody's sending you to Honduras.
Oh,
Stop
no?
it. No.
Shoot.
You're
Damn,
safe with us.
I was gonna do
You're
a
safe
little
with us.
a fundraiser and see if they can send me to Puerto Rico.
Yeah, maybe we could get them to give you money for
I
you.
know.
Let's get him kidnapped. We need money.
But that's another thing that I was talking about too. But we're running out of time. We should have done a 2-hour special for the last day. You know what I'm saying? But ladies and gentlemen, be safe. Oh yeah, she's gonna come back again.
Yes,
We be back the first week of January with the other shows as well because they are taking vacation as well. So our network will only be having 2 shows, which is only on a Sunday, which only Will's Review and the comment section. They're the only 2 because their days never fall on the holiday. So
That's just what
they just
happens.
got to wait till their season is over and then they'll come back. So check them out on Sundays. My show, and Bid Zone will still be on Fridays. I think we're going to change it to Wednesdays, I think. But that's independent music videos, which some good videos out there and good music. So.
Thank you, everybody, for tuning in.
So check her out,
Me out.
Janet again. So thank you again for always being around, and we definitely got to bring you back and stuff like that. Hey, this is the LDM Show. Merry Christmas,
Have a good night.
Happy
Merry
New
Christmas.
Year's,
Happy holidays.
Honda, whatever, all that other
Oh,
stuff.
Hanukkah y todo el coquito.
Todo el coquito.
Compre coquito.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, if you're
Some
gonna
rose coquito.
right, if you're gonna drink a lot, might as well drink rose coquito. That's a little slogan, right?
Yeah.
That was a free one.
Yeah, that's a free one. Hold that.
All right, you check you out and be safe and stay warm.